Philippians is listed in your scriptural reading, and it was what I started to preach. But I have to be obedient to the word of God. And God told me last night that He wanted me to go to Romans 12 and 2. So if you have what is in your bulletin, that was my confirmation. So if you look in your bulletin, Romans 12 and 2 says, and be not conformed of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good, that good and acceptable, and perfect will of God. Let us pray. Father God, we thank you for another day this morning. Lord God, we thank you that you opened our eyes this morning and gave us another chance to say thank you. Lord God, I thank you that last night while I slept, Lord God, you watched over me. Each time my heart beat, Lord God, you were there. Each time the blood flowed through my veins, Lord, you were there. And when it was time for another day, you woke me up. It was not me, Lord, that woke up, but it was you that woke me up. And for this I am thankful. Lord God, I thank you for every person that came here today, Lord God, to hear your word, Lord God. I thank you for what you put into me that I may give and they may receive. Lord God, I just thank you for working on me, for changing me, for conforming me, and for moving me. Lord God, I was so grateful, and I say thank you this morning. So if you'll go with me to Romans 12 and 2, and let's be conformed. Everything must change. There are many products on the market today that will soon be outdated just as soon as they are available. It will be outdated shortly after you pay for it and take it out the box. When this happens, you have to buy a new, more updated, a conformed version of what you were getting at first. Let me just give you a couple of examples. Now, back in the 60s, a lot of y'all weren't even thought of it at that time, the world raved over what we called boom boxes. They were these large radios that had powerful sound, but they were soon outdated by what they called the Walkman headset. They could deliver the same sound without disturbing everybody else on the block. Those who had the boom boxes had to update in order to stay current. Then there were those who had these 78 RPM records. A lot of you have never seen a record. It's a little black round thing. Played on a turntable. And those who bought albums soon needed to upgrade because 8-track tapes came out. But they were quickly replaced by cassettes, forcing us to get rid of those and make another upgrade. But even the cassettes were short-lived because then the CDs came in. Upgrades and changes are everywhere. The VH movies are now replaced by DVDs. If you have a VHS player, you soon won't have anything to play on. Then we had these rotary telephones that you dial. Telephones on every corner. But those telephones are gone. Microwave ovens have replaced stovetop for warming up food. If you came in, you wanted a meal, you had one whole stove. Now you just put it in the microwave. Everything has changed. And just when you thought you were comfortable with your computers, you learned how to use this computer. Had a CPM computer with a floppy disk in it. And then you upgraded to a Windows 98, Windows 2000, Windows ME. Then the CD-ROMs instead of the floppy disk. And stuff, so life is a constant change. And as long as you want the same old result that you had at first, and nothing breaks, you don't have to worry about upgrading. But if your 8-track tapes still work and you like those tapes, then you will never need anything else. But when something goes wrong, that's when you know it's time to upgrade if you still want music. There comes a time when we all need a spiritual upgrade also. It's time for us to study on a deeper level. Come on, preacher. Do we still need those little Bibles with the picture stories in it? Is it time for us to pray, or do you still pray, now lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep? Are we blessed by songs and hymns, or are you still singing, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. People, we need to upgrade. As Christians, we must continually upgrade our relationship with Christ. We must want to be closer, reach higher, and dig deeper to know Him and realize His purpose for each of us. Each time we upgrade, we power up that relationship with God, and He takes us to another level. And that takes us closer to our ultimate goal. Can't you feel the grow as you learn and you're growing and moving? I was listening to these children this morning as they stood here and recited. That, they got that from Vacation Bible School. They are level higher than they were 2 weeks ago. It's important that we continue to upgrade. This text today focuses on Paul explaining his expectation to move to the level of spirituality that would magnify Christ the greatest. Paul's experience in the faith was a continuous upgrade. He upgraded from being a reprobate when he was hating Christ to an advocate when he was preaching Christ, and then he was willing to die for Christ. He had upgraded the third level. We read how he described faith as a continuous upgrade. Like when a child is a baby, they begin on milk. That's all they can take. Their systems are not ready. And then they move to the meat. They're fuller. They can choose more. And we're at that point. We read this letter to the Corinthians in which he spoke of maturing in his thinking and understanding. He said, when I was a child, I thought as a child. I think as a child. But when I became a man, I moved away from childish things. So he was constantly upgrading. In the text, he speaks of his desire and expectation to upgrade to another level. He wanted to be a catalyst for others to better see who Christ was in that highest level of spirituality. He wanted to achieve this level himself. Is it time for you to upgrade your personal life? And upgrade those gifts God gave you and use them to bring someone else to another level. When we stop to think about it, we may have a personal life that is moving, but it's not getting anywhere. You may come to church on Sunday, sit in the pew, go home, think you've done something. Come back next Sunday, sit in the pew, go back home. But if you're not taking, if you're not going someone else or moving yourself, you haven't done a thing. Time management is something else we need to upgrade in ourselves. You know, in the African American community, we have a decline of respect for time management. We used to start everything 30 to 45 minutes late, and it ends when it ends. That reflects a time management problem. Success at any venture requires the ability to manage your time wisely. There should be time for the 3 P's: planning, paperwork, and prayer. Anything that you want to put on or do, you want to plan well, prepare your paperwork, and pray over it. Not use your words, but pray to God that it comes through. We need time to adequately plan, do that necessary paperwork. If you have not been allocating the kind of time needed to advance yourself, maybe it's time for an upgrade. Like that old 8-track tape. What you were doing may have worked fine then until something breaks. Then you realize you have nothing without that upgrade. Then managing our money is another killer. Since most of us are just one paycheck away from poverty, money management is extremely important to us. Yet it is one of the things where we are very vulnerable about. We tend to buy with our eyes rather than our minds. And I'm one of those people. No, I don't have it. Man, that looks so good. And I'm not throwing this on just you because I'm in that crowd also. I have to recognize my own weaknesses and move myself out of that. Often we look for symbols rather than substance as a result. Most of us spin ourselves into debts. We got to get a certain car, we got to live in a certain neighborhood, we have to dress a certain way, we have to smell a certain way. We are doing this for other people, not ourselves. We have to get to the point where we are so self-assured of ourselves that we don't need the approval of anybody but God. Credit cards usually kill us because a person who owns multiple credit cards with a zero balance is still considered in debt because they have the capacity to buy. We know we only need one card, But we can't find the courage to cut up those other seven. They look so colorful and cute in their wallet, plus they make people think we can use them. Many of us have no savings or investment. Even the poorest person can save something if he or she really wants to. Sometimes we can go and we should think of not buying anything for a whole week. Not a bag of chips, a cup of coffee, candy bar, movie rental, skip that pedicure, don't buy no new hair. Save that week's money, and we have a plan. It may be time to change the way we manage our resources. What we have been doing may be working now until something breaks, but then we discovered that we should have upgraded several years ago because now there is no power in our praise. Some may have to pay attention to our romantic lives. There are many singles whose romantic lives are completely out of control. In a desperate search for mates, for happiness, they're searching for love. Many have plunged themselves into a life cycle of broken hearts, crying, arguments, fights, cheating, and wrinkling sheets is getting so regular that it has become the norm. You are dating a man or woman that makes you happy, but in the back of your mind, you just know that you know that you know it might be time for that upgrade. All right. Just look him in the face, throw in that kiss, and keep on walking. If you've been shacking and playing house for a while, and he tells you that he's hesitant about getting married because he doesn't believe in marriage, it may be time to pull up, upgrade yourself. It may be time to move to love rather than lust. It's not that bad to be by yourself. You got half the groceries, half the so it may be time to upgrade to commitment rather than a convenience. It may mean dumping that old 8-track guy and getting you a new CD player. CD means committed and devoted. You owe it to yourself, and God promised it to you. The same is true for those who are married. If couples are experiencing strained relationships, it may be time to upgrade that relationship. You need to get some help and not simply continue to do what you've been doing. Because if it did not work last year, it's not going to work this year. You get the same results if you do the same thing. It's time to upgrade our family relationship. The strength of the family is directly related to several elements: quality time, understanding, support, and love. That's what makes families work well. You shouldn't be fussing and fighting with your family. Your family is your blood. They're supposed to be a support. You know, you got friends on the street, but they have families, you know. So if you push your family, so how bad could the situation be? How proud are we that we wouldn't even say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, even if you're not the one wrong, but you want to build that bond with your family. But you, like I said, they underestimate the quality time. Quality time is time dedicated to the interests of your family members. When nothing else is on the agenda, it's time that a husband and wife spend together time doing what people just call dull, mundane, and ordinary things. It's the family gatherings, the in-house talent shows, the animated, funny moments that we remember when someone feels like they need something to boost them a little further. It's the shared moments that make quality time essential in the family. I've had times that I've sat down and I've thought about my grandmother and a funny time. When a person is gone, you can't tell them or give them that time. And then you say, man, I wish I had spent more time. I wish I had visited more. I wish, but you didn't at that time. So take some time out of your life and upgrade what you're doing to the others. You should plan family trips on the schedule. If your kids are participating in school activities, will the whole family participate, or will you drop them off and pick them up afterwards? What you are doing now may work fine, but when something comes back and that child's in trouble, or that child needs someone, you say, I don't know what he did because I did everything that I could. Think about your plan and upgrade your situations. The same is true for support, love, and understanding. Families support each other. Family members rarely involve themselves in major tasks without the support of their families. When families surround and support a family member, they have both defense and offense. They are moving and they are blocking and protecting. A family loves each other even when the tears roll in disgust over mistakes and bad turns. That's still your family. Has your family been supportive of family members in the past? If not, maybe it's time to upgrade those relationships. What we have been doing in the past may seem to work fine, like that old 8-track tape. But when something breaks and you find out you should have upgraded, don't let it be too late. Consider this also, brothers and sisters. There may also be a need to upgrade our relationship with God. Our relationship with God defines the level of our expectations from God. We know God expects certain things from us, but we can have expectations of God also. The more we know about God, the more we know what to expect. The more we study about God, the more we understand His ways. The more we study His ways, the more we understand the movements of God. We can't approach a digital God with our 8-track expectations. We can't approach a high-definition God with black and white expectations. We need to upgrade our expectations to match the power of the God we serve. Well, one woman realized that she was down to her last cup of meal and her last cruise of oil. She expected to eat her last meal and die. Then she heard a word from the Lord that told her to upgrade her expectations. When she expected more from God and acted on faith, every day she went to that barrel. But first, she had to upgrade her expectations of her God. There's someone like this widow woman today. Our resources are running low. Our money is short. We're thinking the lecture's going to get cut off next week. I can't pay my rent. What am I going to do? Our money's drying up, but we should not expect a total loss on anything. We should upgrade our expectations and know that the God we serve is worthy. Job's friends saw his miserable situation, and they could see no way out for him. His money was gone, his health has failed, and only fragments of his family remained. They concluded and told Job, you should just curse God and die. Job's friends had an 8-track expectation, but they needed to upgrade. Because Job said, he said, just because you heard that I lost all my money, you expected me to give up on God. Just because you heard my children were killed, you expected me to give up on God. Just because you heard that my health is failing me and I'm covered with sores, you expected me to give up and die. But Job probably said, you need an upgrade on your expectations. Everything I have belongs to God. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, and blessed be the name of the Lord. So if you are holding your head down today, thinking that everything is lost in your life, thinking about what you used to do and what you used to have, but don't stay stuck right there. You've got to get out of that. Upgrade your expectations. You've got to upgrade and know that as long as God is still on the throne, you have the power to do more. So if you're praying for rain, you better run and get that umbrella right now. If you're praying for some hot bread, you need to grease that pan and turn that up. If you're praying to get a job, go ahead, do your hair, gas up your car, lay out the work, have your lunch, and set your alarm for tomorrow morning. Because God is able. So don't stop expecting God to bless you. Don't stop expecting God to make a way for you. Don't stop expecting God to open doors for you. Because on Christ, the solid rock, all other ground is sinking sand. He is our source. He is our rock. He has expectations of you, and you better have expectations of yours.